move to Borno State. It is no longer news that residents in Baga have been relocating to Maiduguri due to reports we got that their homes have been attacked by Boko Haram at different times and all of that. But we have our correspondent there now, Kolomi Dala, joining us on phone from Maiduguri. Kolomi, it's good to have you join us. Can you let us know what the situation is, what information you have from Baga in Borno State?
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Well, as of this morning, the residents of Baga are still trooping back to Maiduguri, but thank God that the State Emergency Management Agency was able to resettle those that came day before yesterday and yesterday back to the IDP camp where they've been staying before they were actually returned back to that Baga community, and then the attack came and they are back into Maiduguri now. But their condition has been improved. Sanitary materials have been given to them and a better shelter, better than when they came. They are just trying to settle down in the IDP camp in Maiduguri here.
Exactly who is taking responsibility for providing humanitarian aid to these people?
Well, for now, it's the State Emergency Management Agency. We still expect the National NEMA to actually come in, and probably the NGOs that are so many in this particular part of the town. We've not seen any response from the international NGOs like the UNICEF, the ICRC, the WHO, and so on. So we expect them maybe they will move in any moment from now to actually give support to these particular victims.
All right, talk to us about the presence of security now, because if residents are relocating from Baga, it tells that maybe there is no military presence there. But what can you confirm to us at this time?
We expect so much from the military to actually respond, because we don't actually have a true picture of what is going on around Monguno axis. We expect the military to actually give us a true picture of what is going on with the people coming in on foot. I'm told that they've sent vehicles to actually convey some of them, while some of them are being delayed to actually proceed, because it's very cold now. So some of them have to just sleep in the bushes now till early hours in the morning where they see bright light and then they come into town. But I know that the Monguno is safe because we have a sector there where we have a lot of military presence, and most of them that moved in from Baga have been kept in Monguno before they proceed down to Maiduguri.
And of course, Monguno too has been at the receiving end of these, terrorist attacks there. How are the places where these people are fleeing? Because I'm even, wondering about the use of the word relocating, because relocating would mean that these people are voluntarily moving, but they're actually fleeing.
Exactly. You can see what they have on their hands, those little things that they could carry, something that's not heavy. They maybe a pot, a kettle, and a mat, and probably their mosquito net. So they just moved in with little things in their hands, and when they came into Maiduguri, they had nothing apart from the clothing on them. Some of them are not wearing shoes. All their bodies are bruises because they have bruises because of the dry nature of the terrain, and where we have thorns and bushes cutting their feet and all that. They came bleeding, and we expect that better things is being done for these particular victims.
All right, Kolomi Dala, thank you for letting us know what is going on. We'll keep a tab on you to know developments from that incident in Baga in Borno State. Now, this is really a situation that calls for a lot of reflection on the mind, at least amongst Nigerians and all of that. But on the other hand, the military, on the other hand, has, whether they have informed the people or they're engaging the people enough is another thing altogether. Because, like when we're asking Kolomi, what's the nature of military presence there? Because in fact, you use the right word, fleeing. People are fleeing. So which means that there's no military presence in Baga.
And it's a desperate, situation for the people there. And so many of them, eyewitnesses actually talked about, working all of 2-3 hours, in some cases. And the little funds that they have with them, they actually are forced to pay, to transport themselves.
Some people trekked for 2 days.
Exactly.
Without food.
Without food, without water, without health facilities. And of course, the governor of Borno State has even confirmed that the security situation in Borno is actually getting worse. And now this is in spite of the deployment of you know, security agencies, you know, the air power and all of that that's going on there. So what exactly is going on? What is the missing link here in this war against insurgency in the Northeast?
Well, the point there is on one of the papers we reviewed earlier this morning was talking about the fact that there were foreign Islamist fighters, Islamic State fighters dislodged from Syria now in Northeast. Well, it just goes to confirm
it's
the
a
fact
refrain that we've heard over and over again.
Drones and mercenaries who were not Nigerians in the fight, which seem to have reinforced the fight there. We have a security expert now, Kelechi Obiakwata, joining us on phone. Kelechi, good morning. It's good to have you join us. In the last few minutes of this show, make us understand what you assess of what's going on in Baga in Borno State.
Yeah, good morning and Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Yeah. Incidentally, this is an experience that Nigerians have been going over and over again. If you look back in the recent past, apparently in the last administration, you discover that, yes, that people were given notice that they will be attacked, and they took it for granted and they were attacked. So for Baga and the situation there, you do not expect them to take the situation for granted again. And their evacuating means they are trying to play safe and they're trying to run away from danger. But coming back to Boko Haram and our military, I think the challenge we have is, my personal opinion is that there is a lot of sabotage that is going on because our military are supposed to be by now in charge and in control of this warfare as it is. But it looks like they are losing ground by day and they are being discomfited and they are being discouraged because of what is going on.
All right, Kelechi Obiakwata.
Hello.
We'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your insight and your time, of course, on the show this morning.